A wonderful and happy new year to you, everyone. This is Suzanne Knabe-Nicole from Police Science Doctor, the very first one in 2024, a little bit later than usual, later in the day, because obviously everything is a little bit out of kilter at the moment. Apologies for that, but you're still getting your weekly dose of police science snippets. For those who don't know, the police science snippets are basically 3 bits of information that I have extracted from academic research that has been published in the fields of police science, criminology, investigative psychology, forensic psychology, that whole area, that I think are something that you can put into practice straight away or can use straight away. It's not very easy to find such research because very much research is published all the time, but quite a bit of that is either very niche and specific and maybe not very relevant to you guys, or it's very abstract, or it's talking about testing methodologies and things like that. So it's not something that I think would benefit you guys from knowing directly. However, the ones that I do think are relevant to your work, I put on to the weekly Police Science Snippets email. If you are on an email subscriber to Police Science Doctor, you will get them every Tuesday straight into your inbox with a link to the original research article. And if you're not on the list, you can join very easily. It's free and you can obviously leave any time. Just Google Police Science and then go to Police Science Doctor and enter your details into the form that pops up, or you will find it at the bottom of every page. So again, Happy New Year. Set some really good goals and then work towards them is what I'd say. The first snippet for today is about false denials by children. In a study of children's true or false reports and true and false denials, it was found that both police officers as well as laypersons tend to overbelieve false denials. Confidence in one's judgment was a predictor of judgment accuracy, so they're actually related. Participants were also more likely to be correct when the child was 5 years old rather than 3 years old, and they were less accurate when you're evaluating children who were non-white compared to whites. There's about three snippets worth of information in there. The next snippet is about train stations and crime. Opening new train and metro stations in Sao Paulo increased crime within 250 meters of the station by 17% between opening in 2007 and 2016. In the wealthiest areas, crime increased by 30%. It is recommended that specific security policies should be near new metro and urban train stations, especially in the wealthiest districts. I don't think they've done any research yet on establishing how long additional security measures would need to stay in place, if they need to be temporary or if they would need to be permanent. Obviously, this research just looked at crime before and after opening of the train stations. And the third and last snippet for this week is about media portrayal and support for regulation. This is about how crimes are reported in the media, how victims and other crime issues, how they're reported in the media or portrayed in the media, and the level of support for different kinds of gun regulation. A US study examined how characteristics of victims and types of incidents described in a media account of gun violence affect public support for policies that regulate firearms. Victim race, particularly if the victim was Black, was a strong predictor of less public support for all tested categories of firearm regulation. Respondents were less supportive of policies to address gun suicide or accidents and more supportive of policy solutions to mass shootings compared to street-level gun homicides. So this is just a snapshot and a glimpse of how the public may feel and may be affected by how gun crime is reported. So I hope that there was something in there for you. If not, again, it depends on what role you have, what might be relevant to you. Obviously, if you are a subscriber to the email list, you get access to all the previous snippets, 161 of them now times 3. There's 3 every week. So you can go on to the read page of the website and download a whole library of PDFs for each of those weeks, and hopefully there'll be something in there for you. Okay, until next week then, I'll wish you all the best. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this content useful. You can get access to each episode's transcript with key learning points, timestamps, and references if you get yourself onto my mailing list. Just go to the main website on policesciencedoctor.com, and on the bottom of each page you will find a sign-up form for notifications of new content. Just enter your first name, your preferred email address, and the type of organization you work for. You will not get any spam. This is just for me to let you know about new content and for you to get access to all the transcripts.